Hey guys, Dan here from Daniel Norris Effects. Today's review comes courtesy of a message I received from Philip Smith, requesting a review of the cage I use for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Thank you for your request, Phil, and I hope this video will help with your decision. This is my review of the ViewFactor Contineo cage for the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. The Contineo cage from ViewFactor is one of the few cages for the pocket camera that is able to completely enclose the camera, giving the most protection possible without hindering functionality. The whole cage has been machined from one solid piece of metal, with all corners left intact to maintain rigidity. The cage includes 58 1/4-20 mounts and 12 3/8 mounts, adding up to 70 possible mounting options for accessories. ViewFactor also offer a number of accessories for the cage, including a top handle, cable port protector, and 15mm rail supports. However, with regards to those living outside the States, I would strongly advise against those options, especially the top handle, as it will cost more than the cage itself to purchase and bring into the UK. I will leave alternative options that I chose for my setup at the end of the review, with links in the description. Now, as always, I will list the pros and cons of the product, starting with the cons. Con number 1. It obscures the port labels of the camera. Honestly, I had to think long and hard about the cons, as there really aren't that many that cannot be solved by simply getting cheap accessories. The cage does hide the labels for the ports on the side of the camera, which can lead to possibly mixing up the microphone port with the headphone port if you are unfamiliar with the layout. Not really a deal breaker, but a mild annoyance at best. The only other cons I can think of really are that the cage doesn't come pre-fitted with a cold shoe mount or cable protector, but as I said before, these can be remedied pretty cheaply. I haven't put the price or import charges as a con, as the price is pretty decent for what you get, and the import cost is strictly relative to where you are located. Now on to the pros. Pro number 1, rock solid construction. As I said before, this cage is machined from one solid block of metal, and does not leave any part of the camera exposed to possible impact damage, while also being lightweight at just under 300 grams. Pro number 2, the cheese plate design. Very little surface area is wasted on this cage, with at least 80% of the cage devoted to 1/4-20s and 3/8 mounting holes, making this a very customizable cage indeed. Pro number 3, optional backplate. I'm including this in spite of not having bought it myself, because this addition to the cage sets it apart from all other cages for this camera. Combining the cage with this optional backplate creates a full enclosure for the camera, which as far as I know isn't possible with any other cage. As far as protection goes, I think this cage is unbeaten. As far as customizability goes, I think this cage is in the top line. And as far as price goes, it could be better, but it also could be a lot worse. ViewFactor have made the accessories for this cage optional rather than a requirement, allowing me to use third-party accessories like this top handle from Small Rig for £23 and this cable protector from Shapeways for £10. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope that Philip found it informative. If anyone has any questions that were not answered in this video, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below or as a direct message. I'm Dan from Daniel Norris Effects, and I will see you in the next video.